Hello and welcome back to my channel and to another Meals of the Week video where I take you through the things we eat as a family of 5 over the course of around a week. This week I made one of my new favourite recipes and I also ended up using my pressure cooker as a slow cooker for the first time, so keep watching to see how that went. So we're just starting tonight's dinner and I've got some butter in here that's like not needs to be used up, but there was just enough left for what I wanted. So I've crushed about 3 or 4 garlic cloves into here. I've added some salt and some black pepper and also some mixed herbs. And then we've got some of this. Is this oat and honey bread?
No, it's
sourdough. We've got some sourdough bread from Lidl. They always give you, well, every now and again you win like a free item if you spend so much. So we've got free sourdough bread. So we're going to spread it with this. We're going to grate some cheese on top. And then to go with that, we've got these pastas. These are the Rana ones. We've got a bolognese, what's this one? Chicken and smoked pancetta. And then we've got the prosciutto one from Sainsbury's as well, and I'm just going to use this bolognese sauce, add a little bit of tomato puree and maybe a red wine stock cube to that, and we're going to do the bread in the air fryer. So this has got the garlic butter on. We're going to put it in for a few minutes and then we're going to add the cheese. Yeah, I'm going to try and squish this into the air fryer. So here we are served up. I've mixed the 3 pastas together and I've made the sauce, and then I've just topped it with some grated cheese. And then this garlic bread looks amazing. So it's like garlic and cheese sourdough done in the air fryer. Took about 12 minutes on 190. It's come out perfectly, lovely and crispy, and it's got a really nice coating. Yeah, really looking forward to this one. And this is what we have for our dinner tonight. So this was one of those throw together meals that came out really well. I had some salmon fillets and I just made up a little sauce of garlic, honey and soy sauce, and I spread this over the salmon and put it in the air fryer, and I put that on for around 10 minutes. And then with the remaining sauce I heated up a little bit of butter and olive oil in a pan, and I added the soy and honey and garlic sauce to that. And then I just put some parboiled carrots in and I let it get really hot, so they kind of started to caramelize and go really nice and sticky. Once this was done, I did some rice in the pressure cooker. We served it all together and I poured the remaining liquid out of this pan on top of the rice. We also had a few little coconut shrimp in the freezer that I wanted to use up, so seeing as we were having fish, I thought I'd pop those on as well. But this was one of those dinners that just kind of came to me as I was making it, and I kept throwing bits in, and it was one of our favourite meals, and now we'll definitely be having this regularly. I just had to pop this in. This was a cheese scone that we bought in a farm shop, and it's literally the biggest thing I've ever seen. This was my 13-year-old's hand and my husband's hand in comparison. It was absolutely massive. So if you follow me, you'll know that pretty much every video I do has some form of chicken and noodles in it. It's just so easy to do and it's one of our favourites. This one was chicken thighs with red pepper and baby corn, and then I usually season with soy sauce and some chili flakes. I pop some ginger in there as well. So these are just your general noodle packs that you can buy anywhere for about 35p each. And then we always top them with loads and loads of toppings like spring onions, coriander, chili flakes. We have crispy onions, sesame seeds, you name it. If it can go on the top, it does, and it just turns a really simple packet of noodles into a really good dinner. So for tonight's dinner we have, well, the boys have already eaten at lunchtime today, so I just wanted to do them something for the evening that wasn't too difficult. So I actually wanted to make Subways, could not get the sub rolls I wanted, so I've used the little part bake rolls and popped them in the air fryer. And then inside we've got some Gouda cheese, or Gouda cheese, however you're supposed to pronounce it, some smoked ham, some salami and some tandoori chicken breast. And then I've just wrapped them in foil, pop them back in the air fryer for a few minutes so it goes all nice and melty and the salami started to like go crispy. And then they've just got some orange and cucumber on the side there, like satsuma, whatever that is. And yeah, and they've got 4, like the older 2 have got 4 because they're only the little rolls, not the massive ones. They're not like 4 baguettes. But yeah, that's what they're gonna have. One thing I think that does perfectly in the air fryer is chicken thighs. This was a tandoori chicken thigh mix I used, which was literally just some lime juice and some tandoori curry powder, and I soaked the chicken thighs in it, and then I also put some chopped peppers in and some onions. I laid it on foil so it didn't all through the crisper plate, and then I put them on the chicken setting, which I believe is 200 degrees for 25 minutes. You can always adjust it if you want to. I made homemade tzatziki with cucumber, Greek yogurt, some garlic, some lemon juice, and then we had some sweet potato, like roasted sweet potato, some coriander. We served this on top of some salad. This is one of my favourite ever meals. I love things like this, and it's so easy to do. Another meal from this week was my Moroccan chicken casserole that I did in the pressure cooker. I will leave that video linked down below if you haven't seen it, but this recipe is absolutely amazing. It's really easy to do, especially if you've got a pressure cooker, but you could easily do it in the oven as well, and it comes out so nice, and it's just so different to anything we normally have. So I'm just starting dinner for tonight. It's a little bit late actually because it's going in the slow cooker. I'm doing some pulled pork, and basically what I've done, I had these two gravies in the cupboard. So one is rich and flavourful turkey gravy and one is beef gravy, and as you can see I've literally made it up so thick. I've just poured what was left in both of them, probably a couple of tablespoons of each. I've made the gravy so thick now you can stand a spoon up in it. I always do it like this for anything that I do that I want gravy with in the slow cooker, because like I always say, you want to use less liquid and more flavour when you're slow cooking, because things can get very soupy very quickly and they don't taste great. So I'm going to put the spoon there out of the way. So now I'm just going to pour this over the top of my, I think this is a pork shoulder joint. Is it shoulder? Yeah, this is a pork shoulder joint. So I'm literally just going to pour in my thick gravy. And then this is going to go, because I'm running behind, I'm actually going to start it off on high just to get it nice and hot for about an hour. And then I'm going to switch it to low for probably maybe 4 hours. And hopefully it'll be ready for dinner time. So I'm just going to smooth this around. I might add a teaspoon of mustard into here. I think I might also add a little bit of Marmite, just gives it that extra sort of meaty flavour. What else goes with pork? Apple, could add apple. No, I'm not going to add apple because I'm not sure what I'm having with it. So I'm going to put this on high for an hour, low for about 4 hours, and then I'm serving it with some macaroni cheese, which I'm going to try doing in the pressure cooker, because that's got a slow cooker function as well, so I can do both at once, which is cool. So yeah, I'm just going to pop the lid on and get on with the rest of it. So I am just making my macaroni cheese. I'm actually going to do it in my pressure cooker, which also has a slow cooker function. I've never done it in there before, but I've got my pork in my crock pot slow cooker. So in here, I have got the recipe up on this channel. I just need to turn my pasta down. It's already boiled all over the side once. So in here, I've got two different types of cheeses. We've got an extra mature cheddar and a red fox, or a red Leicester vintage Redstone. Sometimes I use a red fox, but this is the one that Lidl had today. So 200 grams of each of those, 120 grams of soft cheese and 120 grams of mayo. I use the light version of both, so I've got lighter than light mayo and reduced fat soft cheese. And then in here I'm also going to add 2 tins of chicken soup, some salt, some pepper, some mustard powder. What else do I put in? Salt, pepper, mustard powder. Oh, and 500 grams of pasta, which I'm parboiling, but like I said, there is a full recipe on my channel. And then I'm going to stick this on low for 3 hours, and hopefully it will come out nicely. So I'll show you when we're done. So my pork is nearly ready, and I bought these extra fine, ready trimmed green beans, and I thought I was going to cook them separately, and I'm like, I'm just going to chuck them in, because there's loads of nice gravy in there. And yes, it's beef and turkey gravy and we're having pork, but I really don't think it matters. So it's just flavours, isn't it? So I'm literally, should I? Yeah. I washed them, but they are already trimmed. I've lost my spoon. I haven't got a spoon, I've got a fork. I think I'm just gonna stir them in. And the nice Hobbs, he's just eating his dinner, excuse him. The macaroni cheese says it's got about 20 minutes left, so that's what's quite cool about using the pressure cooker, is that it's actually got a timer on it. I kind of want those to get in and poke those in, and then I'm going to kind of use these 2 forks that I've got out to shred up the pork in a minute, but I should think in about 20 minutes. Like if you boil them, they only take about 5, but obviously they're going to be slower cooked. So hopefully that will work. And then this says it's got 15 minutes, so I'll just give you a little peek. That is looking amazing, and I'd say that is very nearly done. Very excited for this one. I haven't had this for ages. Minutes left. The macaroni cheese is done. I will show you it plated up, but I just thought I'd show you what it looks like in here, and I really like having 2 actually. It's very handy. It smells good. So here we are served up. We've got our pulled pork. The macaroni cheese did really well in the pressure cooker, and it's non-stick, so there was no like crusty coating around the edge, which I do get with the ceramic slow cooker, so that's a bonus. And yeah, this is what we have for dinner tonight.
Did you make it? Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe somewhere you think about me too.